Hello, players and coaches. This is Doc Scholl, baseball analyst and instructor. And here I have a great story of a kid who sent me two videos. The one on the bottom, you're going to see, is the first video that he sent me. And he was really doing a lot of rotational hitting. And then what I gave him was some advice in an email on some of the things I wanted him to work on. And he went to the cage and really worked on weight transfer, loading up, and exploding through the zone. And the one thing that we learned, and which is extremely important, is sometimes it's very hard to work on these activities or these type of adjustments in our swing on a machine. If you notice on the top, you'll be able to see that he has a hard time timing the ball, which is difficult. And the suggestion I gave to him was to make sure that he practices ball toss first, off a tee, and then eventually goes live. And also to take smaller increments and not be so drastic. I mean, honestly, I love the upper part that he shows because he's really shown explosion. And more important, you're going to see why I think this is a better swing. And I hope that he tries to make this adjustment just not as drastic. But if you look at the bottom one, he does a lot of good things. He does have his bat in a good position for loading up. I love that automatically. He's done a good job with making sure it's approximately 90 degrees. Great job there. And then we also look at his load position for his body, and his body's in a good position to hit. We often talk about 70 being the average. He's around 67. Awesome. Two great things there. And if you notice on his swing, okay, and we discussed this in the video, is his front foot. I wanted him to work on not opening up that front foot too soon. See how it drops back? We've talked about this in many videos. And you notice that the hips are already releasing. And what it's doing is bringing his hands down. And to me, this is the biggest difference between becoming a purely just rotation hitter or a guy who has weight transfer. Because I want you to notice how his hands go down and the way his swing goes. Take a look at that. Hands go down, which drives the bat down, and then he takes his swing. Now look at the one above, where he has his hands the same way, same load, but now with that weight transfer, that back elbow really does a great job in driving through on a better swing plane. And this is one of the reasons I try to emphasize and to keep kids to try to work on that weight transfer and combine the two. That is part number one. He's going to be on the swing plane more, which gives him more of an opportunity to make good contact. Now again, he really tried to make a drastic change in his swing. And again, I was impressed in how well he looks even by doing that. I would suggest he do a little bit less of a major transfer to start off. Okay? So that's part one. But the second part that I want to show is notice the explosion in the lower half. Notice when he rotates, the heel goes down, and look at that back leg. I want you to take a peek at the back leg here when he drives. There's not much explosion driving through the ball. Where you look at the top one, watch his back leg. I'm going to take a peek at that back leg and watch how he drives through the ball. Up, even just that little tap that makes that ball explode. We watch Pujols, all the great hitters. He's allowing that body to transfer and explode through the ball. So these are some of the small tips that I gave him. I hope he goes and he works on them. And again, my suggestion to you is to make sure, go do some tee work first, do some ball toss, and work on these changes in small increments. Because you got a lot of great things. Your body's in great position. And he already sent me the degrees on contact, which is 69. Fantastic. Great explosion. Great swing. And this kid definitely has an opportunity to become a better hitter. So if you like my video, hit me a comment or send me an email at doc2323@gmail.com or check out my YouTube channel called Doc Scholl. Thank you very much.